Smash World is Photoshop meeting 3D modeling, meeting Minecraft, meeting Angry Birds. So it's a game where user have complete control over the content of the game, and user can use that content in the context of the gameplay that we put in the Smash World. So I was teaching class, and with Unity 3D physics catapult, and I built some structures, and the kids immediately liked it, and I went back to Digital Monkey School same week, and I sat down with Kurt, who is a scripter. We together started experimenting with how to build more advanced, better catapult and better system, and something that we can prefab and then give to high schoolers. They can take themselves and start experimenting with building blocks that we're giving them. Smash was also designed not just as a game, but as a tool to teach about game development. Just from experimenting, I find out that I can hold kids' attention by providing them with tools to be distractive. So catapult is something they can play with for a long time, and I kind of trick them into being creative, because in order to break some stuff, first they need to come up with it and then build it, and then they get to smash it. So they all they're creating for the purpose of breaking it, but they learning and creating in the process. So it was essentially a clever way of exploiting their desire for smashing stuff. There are 4 departments: sound department, game design department, programming department, art department. On the art side, in order to generate art content, you need to know how to use 2D painting program like Photoshop. You need to know how to use 3D application to model, to UV, to animate. You also need to know how to program if you're part of the programming department. There is sound, so you need to know how to record and compose and all that stuff. And there are also game design. So game design deals with issues of game being fun and game balance and things like that. Smash World designed for the users who felt that, gosh, I wish that I could create my own content and put it in the game just because I'm good at it. In Smash, it's all user-generated content, so it's all so level is going to be as good as the user. So if user is a good pixel artist, or is user have enough patience and can design good-looking props in a prop editor, then the level is going to be exciting and visually. And if user is inclined to experiment with game design, then the level is going to be fun and well balanced. If you compare Smash World to Angry Birds, you just play. Smash, you can design any type of level you want, and everything in that level can be made by your own hand. Photoshop is one of the main programs that are used for bitmap creation or creation of textures in games. It's a digital paint set. So in order to make textures for games, you need to know a program like Photoshop well. Then you either work off of photographs or, depending on the style of the game, you can generate textures that look more handmade. Now you also have 3D modeling and animation programs. So those you need to generate models for 3D games. And models can be anything from environments to props to characters. And usually 3D modeling program would also have animation features, and there will be a different person taking models and then animating those models. So the games can have animated characters or animated props and things like that. And there are also editors that allow people who use editors. Sometimes those people are game designers and sometimes they are implementers. And in those editors, they take content, art content that comes from other people, and they implement it together with scripted events and pathfinding for the characters and whatever gameplay in the game will actually have to be and have to do. Those editors vary, so there's something like Little Big Planet where users are given sandbox, but that sandbox works specifically within Little Big Planet gameplay, which is a platformer. So users can exercise their imagination and try to design better platforming games. And there are also editors like Unity 3D, which are a lot more open-ended, and in those editors, with help of scripter, you can design any type of game. It doesn't have to be a platformer, it can be 2D game, 3D game, first-person shooter, anything you like. Prop editor is designed to be as intuitive as possible. So it's designed for people who haven't had a chance to learn Photoshop or 2D painting program and haven't had a chance to learn modeling program, but want to build content for the game, want to build props for the game. They can do that with an editor. So there are two parts to the editor. There's a modeling part where you start with a box and you can duplicate those boxes, create as many of them as you like. You can scale those boxes, and there's a snapping function. By putting those boxes together, you can think of those boxes as pixels. You can pretty much build anything you like. Within the same interface, you can also paint the models that you're making. Terrain editor. Within the level editor, it's there so that user can create interesting topology, which may or may not have an effect on gameplay. And then there is also prop editor, and in the prop editor, user have access to all the props that they made, and they also have access to prop sets that other users made. So they can mix and match from huge library of assets when they build their own levels. You build a level, you play test it. If you don't like it, you go back into an editor, you re-edit it, and you can tweak it until you're satisfied, until it's fun and until it's well balanced. Currently, there is a mode of gameplay that we call Classic Smash World, and you are on a timer. You have a catapult that you're able to control laterally, and you are launching currently unlimited, infinite amount of ammo into props, and the goal is to score as many points as you possibly can by actually hitting the props. So every time you knock something over, you get points. So, and then the game rates you how many points you got. Put in a feature for sound. Now user can affiliate sounds from sound library with props they're building, so it allows them to customize their props even more. We added rotation to our props. We also going to have animation editor, so props can be animated. And we're also now moving on to gameplay, which is a level editor. So we're actually going to expand on the type of gameplay that we currently have, and we're going to have player versus player mode. And we're also going to have various different modes, so we have a whole bunch of ideas, but we need to experiment and play with it some more.